Hello, I'd like to welcome everyone this morning to sunny Florida here at our Titusville Gallery. And I'd like to go over just a simple principle that I'm calling finish line design. It's actually a derivative from Stephen Covey's beginning with the end in mind. And what a great day to be sharing this with. What a super day to raise some funds for some great purposes on this wonderful Tuesday, this Giving Tuesday. So I invite everyone to give a little donation and share so that we can share what we've been given with others. So let's go on with this tip, this little principle tip on beginning with the end in mind, or beginning at the finish line. And why I say that is that I talk to so many folks that they're doing speculative sales, or their biggest approach is to capture an image, and then hopefully they've done something that the client would like or would need. Well, I like to start at the end. What's the purpose of this whole process? What's the purpose of having the client at the end? What do they need? What are those things that they need? Well, for us, I'm all about designing, being commissioned to design an incredible, beautiful, unique design, handcrafted image for a particular client's needs and for their beautiful home. So what are those needs? What could those needs be? Well, there's 5 of them that we believe in our business that we believe we can provide as solutions. One would be that wow wall, that really cool big wall that you walk into and go, wow, this is a great wall to display something really cool and meaningful to them. So we have a product for that. The next purpose would be, maybe a smaller wall, maybe an accent wall, something that's for a wall portrait, something that's very special, but it's not that wow, wow, wow wall, right? It's not that predominant wall in the place. So it's a secondary wall, maybe over a credenza, maybe over a bed, maybe in a secondary room. There's a product for that. Then the third product, which is kind of interesting, normally it used to be just for like 11 by 14 photographs on a wall. It's that small wall. It's that transitional wall. It's the wall between, let's say, a door and a window. Or maybe it's a collection of images that go down a hallway. So we designed a product that fits that purpose right there, and it gives a beautiful artistic approach. It's very similar to the one that you just heard recently about that Tim Kelly covered, and he went into great detail. We won't be going into that kind of detail, but it's basically that same sort of product, which is a floating art piece, which really, really works well for these transitional wall needs for our clients. Everyone has it. Everyone has those walls. And it's great to be able to service that purpose or have that solution for them for that. So that's the 3 products. The 4th product is one that we would call gift products. We all are very familiar with gift products. Those are your 5x7s and 8x10s that are framed that maybe sit on a desk or maybe up on a shelf, or you can share them, right? That's why we call them gift portraits, that you can share maybe at holiday time. So they make great gifts for grandparents and that sort of thing. The last product is for what do you do with the rest of the images? What do you do with all those other beautiful, gorgeous images that you may have captured during that presentation? What were they going to do with those? Well, we call that a legacy album. So we offer an album for that solution where they can, keep that collection of those beautiful images in something small. It's an 8x8 album from Leather Craftsman, and we should end showing you that. So let's take a moment. We'll walk around, take a look at those products that are for those purposes. So let's share the first one, which is our flagship product. It's a mixed media product. It's something that we started many, many years ago, and it simply is an embellished reproduction process that they use in the art galleries. That's where we picked it up from. That's where we learned it, and that's what we kind of ushered in and as a premier flagship product for us. This is one we're just finishing up on. This is something that we designed for the client's wow wall. When they built their house, they built a special wall just for this portrait someday to be placed into. So they commissioned us to do this. I've just finished with all the oils and the top coat and embellishment on it. I'm using acrylics, which are water-based, right? Acrylics. And then I use the oils, which are the water-based oils that will mix well. Okay, so this product, then I would finish it off with the top coat. So as soon as this is finished drying, we will frame it. Frame's already selected, and we'll be able to frame it and get this hung for their next holiday event that they're working on right now. Let's go on through the rest of the gallery, and we'll show you some of the other products. So that first product, again, you'll see that first product because that's who we are. That's our flagship product. You'll see it throughout the gallery as we walk around. But I wanted to touch base on the second product. The second product is a beautiful product, and it's one that we use for many, many years, and it's very familiar in our industry, and that's a peeled emulsion product. There's only a few labs that do this for us. Mid-South is a lab that does this peeled emulsion product for us, and they do an incredible job. This is where we take the photographic print. This is all photographic. The other one, the mixed media, was more in the art world. Okay, so this is more photographic. So this is a peeled, they take the peeled emulsion right off the back of that print, and then they embed it into this beautiful canvas. And I don't know if you can capture it. Fortunately, Kyla Renee is with us today, helping us with the camera, and she's keeping me calm. So that's really a good thing. And so you can probably see the beautiful canvas work, but all photographic, a lot of artwork on it, Photoshop work, but no painter work on this particular product. And then he does a very beautiful spray of lacquer on top, which makes it just a really gorgeous print. You'll see some of the other mixed medias that are here in the gallery as we go along. The third product that I wanted to talk about, remember we talked about that as really crazy little small spots between maybe a door and a window or two doorways. This is a great product for that, and it looks substantial. It looks like an art piece. We pulled this out of the art galleries back in about 25 years ago, and we started creating these floating art pieces. I was inspired by a floating art piece in a gallery that was shadow boxed, and then we added a little different touch on it back in the day to be able to create this floating piece where the mat floats. Shadow box was really a difficult process to keep in place and that it would stay. We were always having the drops drop out of them, the tops drop out of them. And so this has a little bit more of a compression, which is nice. So it's a great product for that purpose. The other purpose that we will serve with that product is back in here. So if you take a look at the wall, so this is a wall collection. Makes a great wall collection to have this type of floating artwork. And it gives a really beautiful, constant look, like a museum look. I wanted to share with you the museum mounts that we use. So these are beautiful museum mounts that are leveling. There's a nice level that goes with it. And we can just set it on. And what I like best about that is they lay flat against the wall. So it's a beautiful tailored, it's got a beautiful tailored look presentation, and you can just keep adding to this kind of presentation in a really nice, beautifully designed home. Let's go on down through here and we'll show you some of the other uses for it. This is a beautiful spot. These are, again, this is a transitional wall that I'll be looking at, and that's a great product. We do this in color and in black and white. So it doesn't matter if it's environmental, or if it's a fine art black and white in the studio, or if it's color classic in the studio. This is a great product for any one of those styles. And it's a beautiful presentation that fits a really nice niche. If you look around the rest of the studio, you can kind of see, predominantly, you're going to see these beautiful mixed media pieces. This particular one was commissioned, this beautiful family, and you'll see all this nice hand-crafted work on top of that mixed media. So the next thing I'd like to show you are gift portraits. So gift portraits, those are portraits that are very small. Remember we talked about 5x7s, 8x10s, and we like to see them like in a situation like this where it's a beautiful little framed portrait that is sitting on an easel. It's a great presentation this way, and this is great for, we love doing 5x10s, 5x7s, 8x10s in this kind of arrangement. You can do it actually framed or not framed because we mount them on hardboard, so they can do it that way. But it gives a beautiful presentation for gift portraits. And normally in our gallery, we don't show images in these small situations, the actual image itself. We just put a beautiful little piece inside that shows that it's a Gregory Daniel portrait, and this is what the presentation would look like. Because we're more about showing this commission work and our flagship work throughout the gallery, so that they can see that this is what it's all about. So the last product I wanted to cover with you real quick is this product. This is by Leather Craftsman. These are all real photographic paper, if you can imagine that, in a book. It's beautifully mounted in this matted kind of version. These are all 8x8 albums, but they're a mixture of different picture sizes within it. Now, this is the Legacy album in the collection. So the ones that they didn't maybe select for their mixed media or their walls, and they wanted to save the rest of them, they might choose a Legacy album for this. So just to end it up, I just wanted to let you know this little tip about, this principle-based thought process, beginning with the end in mind, thinking about that end of what is it that what products would they need? Well, first off, what is the need of the client? What's the purpose of creating this work for this particular client? Are they commissioning you to create something for a wow wall? Are they needing something that's maybe one of their transitional walls, some collection? Maybe it's a footprint wall to capture the life all throughout the years. What kind of product will fit this particular need? So up front, you can design this beautiful session that you're getting ready to do for a purpose. Everything we think about is for the end. We think about that finish line. We think about designing our products and our solutions for the client up front, because we can kind of visualize what that finish line is going to be. I hope you guys have a great day. Do not forget to donate. I hope this helped you, and thank you so much for tuning in.